Chicken katsu with curry sauce is a very popular Japanese home-cooked dish. I love it. And I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch. So the first thing we need to do is make our curry sauce. It sounds kind of strange to be adding curry powders to a Japanese style dish, but in actual fact, spices and curry powder came to Japan about 150 years ago with the British Empire. And this sauce tends to be thick, so we're going to make a roux to start with and sort of make this like a bechamel. So let's start this. We're going to pop a pan on a medium to high heat. We'll add some butter, so 3 knobs of butter, and we're going to allow that to melt. Okay, while that's melting, the vegetables. Commonly in a Japanese curry sauce, you'll find some carrots that are cut into 1 centimetre pieces. This is just 1 carrot, and some onion. And then we're just going to cut it into medium-sized chunks. Okay, butter is melted, so let's add plain flour to this. We want 3 tablespoons of plain flour. 1, 2, 3. And then for this particular roux, you really need to cook it out. You want it to go sort of a caramel colour. This is going to intensify the flavour of it. So we'll just mix that flour in until it does caramelise slightly. You don't want to burn it, you just want to cook out that flour. Okay, that looks pretty good, so we can add our onion now. And we'll also add our carrots. Now we'll coat this in the roux and we can start adding our liquid. So the liquid for this, some chicken stock, 600 mils, little by little, just like you were making a bechamel or white sauce. We're going to incorporate that. You'll see it thicken up and we'll add some more. And again, stirring all those lumps out and then some more. All right, the last little bit of stock can go in and we need to add our spices. So it's a combination of cayenne pepper, a very small pinch of cayenne pepper, some garam masala, which is a mixed Indian spice, and then some good old classic curry powder. We'll need 3 teaspoons of that. 1, 2, and 3. Now this needs to cook down and thicken even more. So you want to occasionally mix it just to make sure that it doesn't catch on the bottom. And we want all of those flavours to intensify. So just on a low heat. Now, while that's cooking, let's get onto the chicken katsu. This is essentially chicken schnitzels, and we're going to crumb it in panko crumbs because panko crumbs make the chicken so crispy. I'm using chicken breast for this. This is too thick, so we need to make thinner schnitzels. I'll get my knife, place the knife parallel to your hand, and this is the safest way to do it, and just nice, easy, seamless cut, just like that. So that's 2. And these need to be flattened out, and I like to do this between 2 pieces of glad bake. The chicken breast is already tender, but we just want to gently tap it so we get those perfect schnitzels. So I like to line them up between the 2 pieces of glad bake. And with a trusty old rolling pin, we're just going to tap on the chicken and even it out. You can also turn it over and then do it on the other side. See, look at that. Chicken is nice and even. All right, I'm gonna make a few more of these and I'm gonna keep an eye on that delicious curry sauce. Chicken is finished, so let's start crumbing. We need to start a station. So 2 eggs, just going to crack that into a bowl. And the eggs by themselves is a little thick, so we just need to add a splash of water. And with a fork, give that a whisk. And I like to season the egg, so a pinch of salt. On the first plate, a few generous spoonfuls of the flour, plain flour, and now we can start. So we'll get our chicken, place it in the flour, shake off the excess, into our egg wash, and then into our panko crumbs. And then just get all of those panko crumbs and really coat the chicken breast quite well with the panko crumbs, pressing down on it. You don't want to see any of the chicken or the egg completely coated. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna make a few more of these and then we can start frying them. Chicken is crispy, it's golden, so we can take it out of this oil. It really doesn't need long at all to cook, 1 to 2 minutes on each side. And it's always a good idea to drain the oil off the chicken on a rack. All right, we'll let that cool down just for a moment while we finish off our curry sauce. So have a look how thick and glossy it is. The vegetables are just tender. I don't mind if there's still a slight crunch in them. So we haven't seasoned this sauce yet, so we'll add some light soy sauce, about a tablespoon of soy, and we'll stir that through. For some sweetness, caster sugar, a sprinkle of that, and acidity is going to come from vinegar, so a splash of vinegar. We want to mix that through. I love this sauce. All right, take it off the heat. Let's plate up. So in a bowl, some rice, some hot steamy rice to one side, and we'll just pile it up. Our chicken, I'm just gonna cut the chicken on an angle. This is how I remember it being served when I went to Japan a few years ago, and we did eat this a lot because it was so yummy. And then on it goes. And you want to leave a third of the plate for lots and lots of sauce. And spoon that sauce onto one side. Carrots, onions, thick glossy curry sauce. Nothing compares to making it at home yourself, and it's just going to taste so much better. The last thing we serve with this delicious dish is some pickles. Now, I've made my own pickles, but you can use store-bought pickles. These are radish pickles. And I'll just grab a few out of the vinegar. We'll just pop that in the middle, just there. How good does that look? Chicken katsu with Japanese curry sauce. It's a winner. Make it part of your repertoire. Personally, I have this once a week. That's how much I love it.